Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, Chris Brown here with your Monday edition of the ClarkCountyToday.com video update. Well, the county added 157 new cases of COVID-19 over the weekend, as well as another death, a woman in her 80s, marking the 63rd person to die of the virus in Clark County. The average of 52 cases per day was the highest daily rate since the beginning of the pandemic. There are currently 134 cases considered active, meaning people who haven't completed their 10-day isolation period. 21 people with confirmed cases and 14 more with a suspected case are currently in area hospitals. Now, if you're interested in a deeper dive into the numbers, we put together a breakdown of case investigations from July through September. While household spread remains the leading cause of new cases, social gatherings and healthcare settings remain the two most likely areas of transmission outside of the home. Of particular interest is the fact that nearly half of the cases couldn't be definitively linked to a location or event. Now, the county says they only confirm a transmission location if more than one other case exists there. In other words, if you thought you picked it up at the store, it would remain unconfirmed unless the county linked another case to that site. Anyway, pretty interesting data. Be sure to check out our full piece at ClarkCountyToday.com for all the details. Well, one of the costliest congressional races is right here in our own backyard. Combined, the candidates for the 3rd Congressional District have spent over $6 million. The race is a rematch between 4-term Congresswoman Jamie Herrera Butler and WSU political science professor Carolyn Long. The pair faced off in their only public debate of the race last Friday, hosted by the League of Women Voters of Clark, Cowlitz, and Klickitat-Skamania counties. They tackled issues such as free speech, healthcare, climate change, and transportation. Long and Herrera Butler traded barbs, accusing each other of lying and repeatedly challenging the other's record. Long fighting back against allegations her policies would raise taxes and cost jobs, while Herrera Butler denied she would cut health coverage for people with pre-existing conditions. It was a feisty hour-long debate, and we encourage you to check out our full piece and the video at ClarkCountyToday.com. Meanwhile, the 18th legislative district race for the state Senate has been one of the most interesting during the current election season. Incumbent Senator Ann Rivers and Democratic challenger Rick Bell recently participated in a League of Women Voters of Clark County candidate forum. Rivers and Bell advanced to the general election by finishing top 2 in the August primary election, with Bell finishing first over 2 Republican candidates. Now, since the primary, former state representative and county commissioner Tom Milkey announced a write-in effort for that seat. Milkey, a self-proclaimed conservative Republican, didn't participate in the recent candidate forum, but he did provide answers to Clark County Today to the same questions asked of the candidates at the forum. You can read the responses of all 3 candidates in our full story at ClarkCountyToday.com. And now, by the way, if you're looking for any of our pre-election coverage or full coverage of the results on November 3rd, we've made it easy. Just head over to our site and click on the Clark County Election 2020 info button over on the right-hand side of the page. To make it easier, you can add a bookmark and check back often for more coverage ahead of and after the general election, just 3 weeks away. Well, it was a busy weekend for Vancouver fire crews. Saturday evening, just after 7, crews were called to a house fire on Northeast 66th Avenue near Coonsey Farms. One person was rescued from inside the one-story home, but unfortunately pronounced dead at the scene. One firefighter also suffered minor injuries while fighting that fire. Then just before 4 on Sunday morning, fire crews responded to the Redwood Acres apartment, where they were able to knock down a fire that damaged units on both the first and second floor of the one building there. They were also able to safely evacuate residents in nearby apartments. No injuries were reported in that fire. People living in 4 units were affected. They're being assisted by the local Red Cross. The cause of both those fires remains under investigation. Several law enforcement agencies in Clark County are supporting breast cancer awareness by featuring pink on their uniform patches. Officers in Ridgefield, Battleground, La Center, and Washougal are joining over 390 public safety agencies across the nation participating in the Pink Patch Project as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now, if you'd like to help out, patches are available for purchase at each of the participating agencies for a $10 donation. And later this month, Peace Health Southwest will offer 2 free breast cancer screenings. The first 21st is this coming Saturday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. at the Kearney Breast Center at 200 Northeast Mother Joseph Place. There'll also be a second free screening the following Saturday there during the same hours. Hey, if you want to weigh in on the current phase of Oregon's plan to toll part of I-205 near Oregon City, you're running out of time. The Transportation Agency is taking input on 5 potential alternatives for the tolling plan through Friday. The project would include seismic upgrades on the Abernathy Bridge, as well as an additional lane each direction between there and Stafford Road. This tolling plan is seen as the first step in the Oregon legislature's 2017 mandate for tolls eventually up to the border with Washington, which is why 70,000 Clark County commuters are so interested in what happens. We've posted information on our website where you can go to provide your input. Currently, tolling likely would not happen until around 2024 or 2025 at the earliest, and that proposal still needs to gain federal approval in order to move ahead. Finally, this evening, it is officially fall, not just by the calendar, but by the cooler, wetter weather and leaves gathering on the streets and sidewalks. Now, if you live in the city of Vancouver, it is illegal to blow those leaves into the street and potentially dangerous. They can clog up storm drains and cause localized flooding during heavy rains. Now, thankfully, the city has made it easier than ever for residents to dispose of those leaves. If you have one of those green yard debris containers, you can use that as normal. If you have more leaves than your container can handle, or you don't have a container, you can use the city's free leaf disposal coupons. They're valid at multiple locations across the area, including places like H&H. You should receive a coupon in the mail, or you can print one online, then take your leaves to an approved location. Now, while the program costs the city a little money, the thinking is it actually saves money through fewer street closures, less work clearing drains, and repairing roads. For more information, visit clarkcountytoday.com for the full story. And there's your Monday check of just some of the stories we're following for you at clarkcountytoday.com. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and share your own thoughts about what's happening in our community. If you have a story idea or feedback, you can also reach us via email, news@clarkcountytoday.com. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with you again tomorrow.